Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Welcome in if you're new on this channel. I'm so pleased that y'all are here. Thank you for being here. Y'all, big time right now at the time of this recording at the lair. I'm looking at notes down there, so I'm not, yeah. Uh, Saturn is going direct right now, and Saturn is going direct in Aquarius. Okay, so for all of us, Aquarius collective, Saturn sort of you can manifest restrictions. It's also good when you're trying to wield energy. It's good for bringing, things from the ether to the earth. It also represents karmic manifestations. It's going from the ether to the earth. Basically, I used to call it the crystallizer. Brings everything that's out here into a form. Okay, so what I'm sensing for basically the month of, I'm so sorry to tell you this, but for the month of December, where it's looking like a sort of restrictive energy, and it's for everybody. Okay, so if you are traveling through the holidays, northern hemisphere, or anywhere actually, just realize that there could be. The reason I'm bringing up travel is because I got an inclination when I looked at the aspects. Travel. Okay, so I am telling you, if you're going to be traveling, just use some judgment, some patience. Be patient with yourself. You want to look over your plans. Although I will tell you, in a couple of days, Mercury is going to go direct, so that could be good for things. But I would still double check everything because of this Saturn thing. You may have already like booked a flight and it's not quite right, and you might want to go in and just double check everything. Don't worry, just stay prepared. All right, and so I did bring some cards along with me on this little ride. All right, and oh, I just wanted to tell you guys, I have been working so hard in the background with my cards. I have an inspired new spread, and I don't think it's in any textbook. It's like so true to my nature. I really don't I don't tend to follow the rules. Well, I do, okay, but anyway, it's a different kind of spread, but it feels inspired, and I really took some time to practice and do readings for myself and others here at the Lair, um, to really get the vibe of what each station of cards represents and how it, yeah, yeah. Anyway, I've been practicing, and we're going to do a couple of those readings very soon. In the meantime, I did bring three representative decks. I've got two tarot decks and the Grace card deck, which is an oracle deck. Um, I've got the Light Seers tarot deck and the old standard Rider Waite Tarot. I did pre-shuffle these decks, but I'm going to go ahead and open with Rider Waite, and then we will clarify with I keep wanting to say star codes. Maybe I should have brought the star codes along with me. I say along with me. I mean, my studio is like, oh, well, I'm still recovering from the stroke, so I always err on the side of caution. And like everywhere I go, if I get in my car, I totally have a bundle bag. I have everything I need, and just in case. Okay, I see something really odd. Let me fix this, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I should look at these. I can't even imagine how these got there. We'll look at them in a minute. Okay, so we're at Rider Waite, but there are like four cards from the star codes star codes. See, I keep doing that. From the Light Seers Tarot deck that kind of snuck in over there. So that's very interesting. What I've been doing is these Light Seer Tarot cards. There's a lot. I don't know. There shouldn't be more than another deck, but it's a big deck, whatever. And so basically, unless I'm standing, I can barely wield the deck in its entirety. Okay, let's see what we get. Alright, Rider Waite. Let's just see what the cards want to tell us, and I guess I'm reading for December because December's on my mind, especially with this planetary stuff going on. Okay, so just remember, Mercury stations direct on Saturday. You may not, uh, you may, again, you may still have some snaggles in the leftovers. Um, Even though it stations direct on Saturday, you know, it may not all smooth out for maybe a couple weeks. So really watch your details. I'm being told I'm being shown emails. So double check emails, go into your spam, and make sure you didn't miss something important. And, you know, okay, I got two out altogether. Well, this is amazing. Okay, this is amazing. Three of Swords and the Six of Swords. That's a great progression. Still some stuff that's going on, right? Yeah. Yeah. Especially, I would say especially since August, but I'm feeling like it's more like especially since like the first of the July time. So yeah, some stuff has gone on, and there's been some wounding or some dealing with some sort of hurt, some sort of letdown or loss or something like that. And what the Six of Swords is you can just look in the card, and you're not picking up a bunch of baggage here. Somehow you've done some work of some sort, but you're definitely in a vessel. And you see the choppy waters on this side, and the smooth waters where they're headed. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. You're going from feeling really wounded to knowing things are going to be all right. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so I'm so curious. This has never happened before. So I feel like it's a blessed event, and I don't even know if I've mentioned that it is Thanksgiving here in the United States, at least. I don't know. So happy if you're celebrating, happy day. This is interesting. I see like being led by intuition, Two of Cups. So you have like Six of Swords. You got a double. You got a double. Yeah, that's amazing, guys. Two Six of Swords. No, Seven of Swords. No, Six of Swords. Gosh, they look so different because always when I read this card, it's like you are moving. You've just decided, even if it's energetically, you're walking away from some sort of obvious past, defeat, deception, disappointment, whatever it is. Because you've learned and you are learning. You're learning something. What are you doing? What are you doing? Maybe part of it is you're learning to trust your intuition because when I get this one seems like big relief when I look at this card. It's a big relief. You're going from choppy waters to smooth waters. You don't have a lot with you anymore. You've lost some baggage, which is always good, trust me. And even though, we can get attached to stuff that's not good for us. And so when we finally shed it, sometimes we do go through a little bit of a loss feeling or a mourning period. But for me, this is just like a big sigh of relief, especially coming out of the Three of Swords. Um, this one more for me is, yeah, you're already on your journey. You're already decided, even energetically, that it's time to like keep going, and you're trusting your intuition, and that is part of your learning. It's not easy to do. Trust that parachute somebody else packed. Yeah, I don't know about all that, right? And then I see the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. It seems like you are applying yourself in some sort of way. And with the Two of Cups, some sort of choice. And sometimes it can be a union. But for me, right now in this reading, I'm feeling like you made the choice. You made the choice to get going, pack it away, try and get over it, whatever it is, right? Whatever this Three of Swords represents for you. And Page of Pentacles for me is such a beautiful, or Page of Swords. Oh, you got a lot of swords. Yeah, there's a lot of mind action here. The Nine of Pentacles for me is like you're relaxing a little bit. You're relaxing a little bit. You're starting to appreciate where you are, where you've been, and that's really good work. That's really good work when you can move out of the sense of being a victim in a situation to looking around and really feeling good about where you are. Um, Even though it's probably not where you want to be because it's only a nine card, it's Nine of Pentacles. There's a Ten of Pentacles, right? It'd be cool if we'd gotten the Ace of Pentacles too. And the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, yeah, it can be a joining or something like that. But what I'm feeling right now is that there was some sort of decision. You had to make a big decision within yourself to trust your journey, to walk away, to energetically release whatever this is. It's enough, right? And there is that kind of energy coming from some planetary motion right now where it's just enough. It's just enough. Yeah. It's sort of like I've done my time. It's enough, right? And I have no idea what's going to happen or where I'm going or really what's, you know, but I trust it. I have to trust it. You know, you do. You kind of do. Yeah. So you made the choice and you're going to learn. You're going to learn a new lifestyle, a new job, a new craft, a new skill, a new way of operating. Yeah. Yeah. But this application of being that student mind in some area of your life, that is huge. Because when we do that, that whole thing, that whole being willing to learn and wanting to learn comes from an amazing exalted frequency of humility. Knowing we don't know. Knowing we don't know everything. I need to look that up. Yeah, I need to find that out. I need to look into my experience and figure out why. Or what sometimes you can't know why unless you understand that there's a learning involved. It's always why is because there's something you needed to know, right? But the learning is you being willing to dive into the situation, feel how you felt, and figure out what it is that you were supposed to understand about it. That way you don't get on that loop of having to go through it again and again and again to teach yourself what you need to know. This is cool. Okay, but these are cards that were just interjected, guys. So what I'm going to do is, oh, I see a King of Wands on the bottom, the Empress. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of action here. There's a lot of mind stuff. And I want to tell you something. The Empress, they think the Empress is fluffy and loving. The Empress worked. The Empress holds her own. Yeah, she's not a pushover. But she also knows enough about grace to let grace work for her. She's not aggressive. She doesn't need to be aggressive. She's got stuff brewing in the kitchen, so to speak. All right, so these were pre-shuffled, and you see what I mean? I don't know what the deal is with these, but they are very difficult. So since I'm not standing up, I'm just going to go right in, see if there's anything else that the Light Seers Tarot deck wants to tell us. Yeah, so the Nine of Pentacles, I didn't even talk about that really too much. I mean, I guess there are some negative things that you could say about every single card, but with all these other cards of just like soft achievement, soft, that one wants to pop. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. That's enthusiasm, going after what you want, you know, crafting your life, being willing. Eight of Pentacles. Some people say this is a walking away card, and some people say this is a learning card, and I say that you're walking away either energetically or realistically, and you are learning from it, and you need to know more stuff. And part of it is part of the knowing, part of the learning is coming to understand, to trust your intuition, and to know that you cannot contrive every single thing in your life. I mean, it's absurd. We are conditioned to think that we need to mold everything, we need to script everything, but in truth, we script everything by how we allow ourselves to feel. And that's all based in the way you conduct your daily world. Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to split it. Temperance. Watch yourself. Number 5, changes. You're making changes. I worked in chocolate a long time, and temperance is, the people, the word temperament, temperance, it's like softening yourself, whatever. But it's also taking one thing and creating something else. It's not quite alchemy, but it kind of is. It's not changing one thing into another thing, but it's changing something from this into another form that's more workable. And that's what we do in chocolate world. We temper chocolate, change its form. It's still chocolate, but it's something else. So this may be the Nine of Pentacles, might be you either need to do it or you are doing this whole assessing where you are and not really bashing it too hard, really understanding that whatever's not working around you right now is not your focus, and whatever it is that you need to change, you can change. You can change with your mindset, you know. You can change it with trusting your journey, and that is using your intuition. It's a soft state of acceptance, and that's where all the goodies come from. All right, let's see if the Grace cards can give us one final message. It's so nice to be out here, and I hope I don't get I just realized the music is pretty loud. Might get a restriction on this because that was a Dead Can Dance. I think they restrict me for that. So anyway, I'll just give them some. I'll give some props. Dead Can Dance was just playing. Oh, imagination. Yeah, and that's the key right now. It's like you really don't have all of the control that we wish that we had. But what we do have is we have the power of visualization through our imagination, and when we can connect our dreams with our emotions, get excited about things that we want that we haven't gotten yet or that we don't think are here yet. I mean, that's amazing. And that's what you do when you look around. You say, oh, this, I don't like this, and I don't like this, and I don't like this. But you decide, you make a decision, Two of Cups. You've got this decision. Do I keep focusing on everything that's broken? Things that I can't control? Or do I really look at the negative space or the positive space? It's negative space in art. It's the area that's not the primary character. So if you've made the primary character what you're not appreciating about your circumstance, look around those things and find those things that do work for you. And if you can focus on that and enjoy that and be appreciative of that, that is using your imagination to spin your future. That's how you do it. You match what you want in your mind with how you feel presently. And sometimes it's not easy. It's not easy to get our focus on something that's so broken that it's just breaking our hearts, or that it's making us miserable, or we're allowing it to take up our time and our attention. It's not always easy to separate ourselves from something that is making us miserable, which really sucks. But once you can do that and you can shift your gaze from the accident on the side of the road to the beautiful sunset up the road, you did it. That's temperance. That's changing this one thing from to that. And that is something that you can work with. If you attach your emotions to something that makes you feel good, you're good, baby. You're good. Yeah. Okay. Thank y'all for being here so much. Please remember, comment. I'd love to hear from you. Please do the like button if you got anything out of this reading, and please consider subscribing if you're not already a subscriber. Have a blessed evening or morning or afternoon wherever you are. And just remember, I am just going to tell you, I'm not trying to scare you, just trying to prepare you that December's astrological, astronomical aspects are going to be a little bit of a challenge. And we've been saying this for a while. It's like, ooh, October is going to be, ooh, November is going to be, well, December is going to be a little bit testy, okay? And the world at large is going to be a little weird, okay? And there may be public restrictions in some sense. There may be, you know, you know how it goes. You just remember the time of COVID, and it could get kind of like that, but it will not take long to turn around. So just hang in there. Yeah, just hang in there. Come spring, things are going to start to break open, and things are going to start to flow in the right direction again. Just hang on. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself. for sure. But definitely love thy neighbor. Yeah. Love thy neighbor, be good to each other, be patient with each other, and we can all get through all of this. Okay? All right. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you soon.